AI in Action, Halldale's podcast series which looks at how civil aviation, military, and other safety-critical industries are adopting AI in training.
Okay, welcome back to another episode of AI in Action, this time with me, Patrick Johnston, producer turned host today for our 2025 season finale. And in the opposite chair to me is long-time host Andy Fawkes. Welcome back, Andy.
Thank you very much, Patrick. I'm here to answer your questions. Yes.
8 episodes, more than 20 guests. I think we tackled pretty much everything in AI in Action this year, didn't we?
I think the main thing I would say, Patrick, I don't know how you feel, is I've enjoyed every one of them. It's been a real honour and a privilege to do it. We've had some amazing speakers of all different companies, all different levels, true experts. It's been amazing insights, and I'm very excited for carrying on into next year.
And yeah, that is the big news from today, that we will be back in 2026 with season 2 as we look further into how AI is being used across different safety critical industries. But before we reveal all our plans about 2026, I think it's important to look back at 2025 and what we've learned. And I suppose, Andy, for you, where are we seeing AI in action?
Yeah, I mean, I think for our listeners, it's a great opportunity to get an insights from all sort of high stakes training areas. So that's civil aviation, military, and hopefully we'll look elsewhere. So that's first thing, is getting that broad set of views. Obviously, with the numbers of speakers we have, it's difficult to go into all of them, but we've seen AI in action in training design. So sort of capturing requirements, also, and where I think Alex Smith from Raytheon talked about how we can, scan loads of documents and then create new courses, which would previously be very difficult to do. Training delivery and ideas of personalized learning, where in the way the training adapts to the training you need, support for instructors, that kind of thing. And then broadly, a final area of training effectiveness, so you can measure how good training is, looking at trends, and then feeding back through the whole cycle, through every part of that cycle. So yeah, we're seeing AI impacting all of those areas, or broad areas. I know it's more complicated than that.
I think also, just to add to it, what we've really seen in 2025 is, when we started this in March, we weren't sure if it was a topic that was really going to catch on. And then as we go across through the episodes, we've gone to WATS, we've gone to APATS, we've gone to EATS, we've gone to ITEC, we've gone to ITSEC, we've gone to DSEC, we've gone to all these events, and increasingly we're seeing how this is becoming the hot topic, and something we expect to see in 2026. I mean, looking ahead to next year, what's kind of on the intro for you, do you think, for AI to be fully to get to a level where it's fully adopted into the training sphere?
Well, Patrick, it's almost exactly 3 years ago, only 3 years ago, that OpenAI launched ChatGPT. So in a way, that's a long time, also a very short time. So I think everyone knows that do nothing is not an option now, but doing what, I think, is the challenge. And we've had some very good insights, which perhaps we'll build on into next year. I think around data, the whole ideas of actually having to capture it in the first place. So Niall Campion was talking about treating it like the wind, and capturing wind power. If you don't have a wind turbine and you capture data, it's blown, the wind blows through and you've lost it forever.
Even our most recent episode, I think Paddy Little from Service.ai was talking about how, when was the best time to collect data 5 years ago, when's the second best time to collect data 5 minutes ago. I think that's been one of the big things for me from listening the other side of the screen, has been data is just synonymous with AI, and I think that's a big challenge going forward from 2026. I think one of the things that stands out from across our episodes this year was when Shane Jordan was talking, and from Hilo Aviation was talking about how spreadsheets are a bad word to his company, but they're still heavily used in aviation. And I think, for 2026, having a huge data set that's shared, where everyone's categorizing that data correctly, that's come across from all our experts as such a key point for AI.
Yeah, so we will be covering data for sure. And then the analysis of it, I was very taken with what Kevin Verdier from HinFact saying about, that when we look at the results from AI, it should be like an MRI scan. So a doctor needs to see the scan, and the patient is part of that conversation as well. We don't want to go straight from the scan straight into the AI doing something probably without a human there. So I thought that was very good. Also, I thought Ollie Arup from ARC's, I've changed the name because they were Bohemia. He was Bohemia then. Sorry, One Arc, that's it. No, seriously, he was saying how, you should treat AI and whether it's valuable like software. So is this software going to be useful for me? So that was a great insight. And I think, Patrick, that's what's so good about doing this AI in action. This is not AI, this is real humans, and I've just messed it up there just to prove that. But basically, I think this is where we're getting human experts to talk about AI. So absolute great font of knowledge on this. So I'm super excited for next year.
No, definitely, and it wouldn't be I'd be a failure on my behalf if we didn't mention Alex Smith and his best comparison, where he managed to reference Taylor Swift of course, in the series. So I think
it gets two mentions.
we cover all bases here, and we'll continue to do so into 2026. But also, I just want to add on data as well. I think that episode as well with Ollie, and obviously Murat Cozy from Quantum was making some great points about looking across and seeing AI, the lawsuits in other industries and stuff,
yeah,
the ownership of data and stuff. This is a real hot topic across other sectors, and we won't be we won't be hidden from that in defense or aviation training sectors.
Yeah. And I think the way trainees and trainers are going to treat this data, I think when we had the wellness session, including EasyJet, and two of speakers, the idea of what data you should capture from pilots and air crew in general, and it was sort of amazing insight for me, was that we capture all the data about jet engines, other safety critical items in an aircraft, but should we or should we not? How much data should we be capturing from the humans themselves? A brilliant insight that was from that day.
Indeed. Well, already, I don't know about you, but I'm excited for 2026. I'd just thank all your efforts for this year, Andy, for steering the ship, and yeah, let's look forward to 2026. And I'm sure if anyone's out there who's got some AI technology, who's doing something interesting in the defence or training sphere with AI, then please do get in touch. We're always happy to hear from different people, different sectors, companies big and small. We're all ears to it, so please do get in touch. With all our contact details will be down below in the description. But no, I want to thank you, Andy. It's been great fun, as you say. It's been knowledgeable for us. Even I'm using a bit of AI editing to help shine you up as well.
Well, that's a big job. Yeah. Well, no, Patrick, I want to thank. This is a congratulatory moment, but thank you, Patrick, for your hard work behind the scenes, and it's great to see you up here. And we're going to get you on the panel in 2026 again, I think.
Well, let's see, or maybe an AI version of me. Excellent. All right.
Watch your space.
Yeah. Thanks, Andy. Thank you all.